with having a computer for this long and having to keep on downloading stuff onto it and having to use it in the heat, and it's been restarting for over 40 minutes, so I'm going to have to shut it down. I'm not going to be able to record any of the situation. I can't go do anything without being able to record it, or people can pretend that it didn't happen and make it their word versus mine. Come on. Oh. 12:22. I got like 30 minutes. I gotta try to download what's on here onto there so that this is clear so I can record on it. Takes for friggin' ever. You can see that I'm trying. You can also see that I'm with my electronics to know what goes on with them and how long stuff takes. This is really sucking. In order to do all this stuff over the internet and with electronic crap, you gotta be able to have batteries galore. I got a lot of batteries, I just don't have the ability to charge them all. And of course, long-term situations like what I'm dealing with right now with the computer, it's not helpful. Let's push in the CD drive and see if that works. The most important thing is to have a friend or family member there in person. Come on, work. Fuck. God damn it, this sucks. And I have very little time. I gotta go see that guy. I don't have this room for very long. If I don't have it done by 1 o'clock, I'm fucking fucked. I got 30 minutes. Sorry, I don't mean to snap, crackle, and pop. I was gonna put my arm on the thing, but I didn't want to knock the phone over. Fuck. Before Natalie was killed, I was in low income in Chappell, Nebraska. And the services in Nebraska kept telling me I had to go to the Front Range of Colorado. I went to the Front Range of Colorado and I got treated like I was stalking somebody for it. I went there for help. And the people who told me to go there for help work for agencies that I've gone to since Natalie's death and recorded them saying exactly the same things. And I needed to go to the Front Range of Colorado. So I had to find a place to stay at the Front Range of Colorado. The only people that I could stay with were outside of Boulder and Inglewood. That was Ken Wilson and Leatha Plunkett. They ripped me off for a lot. I've got a lot of witnesses like Tabitha Michelle Cook. She was friends with Leatha Plunkett. And I got her recorded talking about Leatha and a lot of the drugs and stuff. And also Leatha's ex-husband, Jay. I've got him recorded on my channel too. A lot of people have been real horrible throughout this. Come on. Ooh. Didn't mean to, but apparently this is not a safe way for me to hold my phone. Oh, it's not working. Oh well. So what do I do, you know? It says battery error, and that's why I have to come to the library to do this. We'll see if I have enough time. Crap. Doesn't look like that's gonna charge, so at least charge up my clandestine and I'll do it twice per few. Finally, it's been over an hour. It'll probably restart and restart again. I gotta meet this guy in 25 minutes. More restricted numbers. I'm sick of this shit. A lot of these people's forcing us to do it over the internet. They pretend they can't see it when we send it over the internet. And it forces us to buy a lot of equipment and a lot of stuff when really the cops could just do their fucking jobs at any goddamn point in time. But they won't because they're all pieces of shit. There is not a single officer in America who's a decent person. I maintain that. If there's an officer that's a decent person, let them step forward now and prove it. I doubt it'll happen. It's still loading up. Like it. Shit. Fuck, I got 20 minutes. I'm not gonna be able to shut down my computer in 20 minutes. I literally just wasted 2 hours of my day. Well, not really. I mean, hopefully we'll make it run faster next time because it's not another download. But it might still have more downloading that it's got to do, and that's why it's running slow. I don't know. But I do know the very first thing I'm going to have to do, because I got 21 minutes, the very first thing I'm going to have to do is shut it down as soon as it turns on, if it turns on. This is so screwed up. God damn it. God fucking damn it. God damn it. Fucking not doing shit. It's going incredibly slow. It fucking sucks. Like, holy hell. Come on. Do something. Fuck. It says don't turn off my computer. I don't have a choice in this. I'm gonna have to emergency shut it off, like, almost now. God damn it, God fucking damn it, God damn it, God damn it. I only have this room for 8 more minutes, so I literally have to. Well, that did it. Apparently. No battery. So cool. Fucking harassing phone numbers. God damn it. I was so sick of that shit before Natalie was killed. Imagine what I feel now about it. Oh yeah, and if I do it back, then I'm a horrible person who's doxing. Really? Fucked up. You just changed rules. Oh, it's not a crime. It's not a crime. It's magically a crime if Sean even threatens to do such a thing, but for anybody to do so to Sean, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. The thing about my predators is it was their decision to slander me that resulted in me being abused, not my choices or actions. You do not get to blame an innocent person for other people's drug-induced fucking opinions. I lie every time that I was abused and tried to turn it in. Every mandated reporter that I went to, including law enforcement officers, well, they're mandated reporters, aren't they? Oh, yeah. Just laugh it off, right? Everything will be alright. But it's not. I gotta It's not enough time. There's not ever enough time. Just running around in circles for no fucking reason. Well, there is a reason, because I have to try to find a way to stop the abuse. The fact that my finances and credit have been completely destroyed is not my choice, my fault, or my decision. The fact that I have been victimized repeatedly by the disability place for them overdoing, apparently according to them, no. Scott DaCosta committed a bunch of felonies to try to cover for him and his crooked ass officers. Same as what happened in Boulder. This is why we have a Second Amendment. Well, I guess I better at least pull out the cord that I need to charge up my telephone, and I should see if that other telephone has the ability to record real quick before I have to go in. God, I'm in so much pain. However, I have to find that other phone before that'll work. Nope, it's not gonna work because I don't fucking have it. Oh, it's fun. I got too much crap in here. God fucking damn it. Yeah, the one thing that phone might be useful for, I might be able to record on it, but I gotta be able to... Oh, there's that fucking bag of shit that I needed. After I'm already out of the fucking library. Well, that's the way life goes, ain't it? How many times have I said that today already? Alright, I found his card. I needed that earlier too and couldn't find it. Oh, there's that telephone. At least I found that on time. Whew. Getting on it, huh, son? He's getting on it now, son. Alright. Log, Kai weather, news, internet, cloud, messages, camera. Alright, so I guess I'm heading to an appointment. I don't know how well all this is gonna work, but we'll try it out. Hopefully I'm not already late. Shit. Now where the fuck did I put my phone? God damn it. I'm trying to look for my... here it is. Alright, so I found the phone. Got it recording. I guess I'm gonna go to my appointment now. I have 1 minute to get there. Oh shit, I better go. Still working? Yep, 4 minutes, 41 seconds, it's running. found somebody to try to fight with, but I was just walking away from them.
The week of the 18th. We have that.
Yeah.
I have shorts.
Hello.
Yeah.
Looking for Orchestra Children's Theater. Week before as well. 11.
Am I early?
Hold on, well, sorry, we just had someone walk in asking for an article, so we're trying to dig it up.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not sure.
I can be
What time were you
patient.
supposed to be here?
I thought 1, but it could
Yeah,
have been
that's right.
1:45.
Yeah, what? So you're right on time.
All right. Well, I can afford to be patient. I can see this is something important.
This guy. Got the same one in here, but we may not have made it. Yeah, come into my office, Mr. Schwartz.
All right.
I remember seeing that, I did not. I literally read it online, so I don't ever read the print ones, so you're gonna read them from my computer, so sometimes there's things I see on there.
Or something. It's the rubber stamp for the top of the newspaper.
The headline herald?
Yeah. So it says Scott.
I did a little bit more research and I saw spread around quickly, so I put that in the paper. I guess it's just like what I was wondering about. Not that I'm very sympathetic to your. I do understand, but I don't want to be another person, trying.
Well, it's about.
I was just trying to plug you on. I was just kind of wondering, what is it?
I need help stopping the abuse. The way that we're treated, the police here don't follow the laws. None of these agencies follow the laws, and they send us around in circles. What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to go to a friend or family member and turn it in immediately, and the procedure from there is that they're supposed to get a hold of adult protective services if it's a disabled or a disabled or elderly adult in an at-risk situation. They call APS. And if it's a child, you call CPS. They're also supposed to coordinate to have law enforcement there, and they're supposed to have trauma counselors. They're supposed to help with this too. What it ends up being when we're sent to places like TFCC is that they tell us it's not their job. They tell us to get a hold of CARE. CARE tells us it's not their job. They send us to TCCHC, who sends us to somewhere else. All of these places are collecting your tax dollars in order to provide services. We're being sent to these people for these mandated reporter services and advocacy services for them not to do it, for them to say it's not their job. There's also the fact that the slander against me has resulted in so many people harming me no matter where I go. The threats again has been getting a hold of us and threatening us or harassing us, or these internet wingnuts are threatening to kill me, and I've got hundreds of people recorded on my YouTube Estrada to show that I'm not schizophrenic, that I'm not delusional. The cops who I was trying to turn in took me to the hospital and told the hospital that I was schizophrenic. It takes 6 months to diagnose schizophrenia, by the way. So when they take you to a hospital and say he's schizophrenic, and then the hospital writes it down immediately, that's not just gaslighting. That's felonious on the part of the hospital as well as on the part of the police, because they need to check the situation out instead of all the mandated reporters.
Work to get you out?
It does work, but where am I going to move to? And once you move, it costs thousands of dollars to get established somewhere. I don't have thousands of dollars. All of my money has been ripped off out of me. And in order to even maintain that vehicle to try to cruise around all the places I'm told I got to go to get help, I get $800 a month to live on. That's not even enough to pay rent anywhere here in this town, and really anywhere in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like, I mean, not to editorialize, but I mean, I think that you'd probably be better off I mean, I know that there's less than 1% rent availability here, and $800 isn't getting you very far. So, I mean,
That's the thing about it being nationwide. I've been one end of the country to the other over this situation. I've had to stay with a lot of drug addicts because people who are supposed to do it, these mandated reporters, aren't. That doesn't matter if it's Tillamook or if it's when I was trying to turn in the people who stole a lot of my evidence in Washington State. Street people there too, many of them, but also law enforcement officers breaking the law. They knew they were breaking the law because I'm homeless. They assumed they'd get away with it, and they did. When I'm able to record it, I absolutely do, but I'm not always able to record. I spent 2 hours at the library before I came here trying to get my computer to download updates so that I can finally use the 3 hours allowed in one of those little private rooms where I can almost not be heard when I have to talk about rape and murder and child molestation and the things that I'm having to deal with and the abuse that I'm enduring over child molesters and rapists and child abusers. Being forced to go to child abusers and child molesters who are drug addicts, who have firearms, including me being blackmailed in Nebraska into making an illegal firearm. There's an AR-15 that I was forced to make down there. And the people that I went to, like my supposed autism advocate, wouldn't do anything. There's also the gaslighting by the Bollinger family and a lot of the things that they did that were very similar, pretending that they were going to help me, pretending different ones would harass me and other ones would pretend like they were going to help me. And, you know, even with all of that recorded, there should have been a guardian or an advocate or someone there to pay attention to that. Now with me, I'm talking a little bit, well, really fast because I'm trying to get 6 years worth of BS down to, you know, whatever short amount of time that you have.
so
But it's not just me. There's a lot of other people here who are going through it. There's other people on the streets here who are going through it. I get the drug addict thing. A lot of people don't understand that no matter where I go, that's going to happen. If I'm stuck homeless, I'm an at-risk adult. I can't take care of myself. They can take advantage of me whenever they want, and being sent to services where a lot of those people are doesn't work, especially when there's mandated reporters there who don't do their jobs. But go ahead.
I mean, it just seems that you're coming at me with a lot of complaints about basically the system generally having failed homeless people, which I cannot take any issue with that or disagree with you there. And I don't know the extent of these mandatory reporter laws, but at the same time, I guess I would, where would you expect to be reporting other than around other people who are having similar issues? I guess would be that'd be one question I do have, because it sounds like a lot of your issue is that you're being asked to sort with a class of people that you don't want to be associated with or be interacting with.
That are also not being useful or helpful. They're just very needy. I don't do drugs or any of that. For me to be treated and classified as if I'm one of them and being abused by law enforcement as if I'm one of them, being treated like I'm a junkie for going to the hospital even. I mean, we're not treated well at the hospitals. We're not treated well by law enforcement. And there's more hate crimes against us than all other hate crimes combined in the United States. The people who are most likely to be killed by police, 96% are men. Over 60% of those killed last year by the police were homeless. And the thing is, the homeless population is around 600,000 right now, and the population in the United States is around 330 million. Homeless men are the most marginalized people in the country. And then when you put the term mentally ill on top of it and the insinuation that somebody is on drugs or a drug addict, it makes it so that they're forced into a serious enough situation that you do get a lot of crime. That firearm in Nebraska, it's an AR-15. It's still there. The guy whose house it was at, it was reasonably safe with, but his brother moved in and he's got severe mental problems. And the risk of him going and shooting his father-in-law or his ex-wife or somebody else is greatly there. I've been blackballed by the law enforcement community because of Officer Waylon Lolatai's assault against me. That's not a generalized thing. Officer Waylon Lolatai was in the news in Colorado more than once over the assaults that he committed against many others. There's also Clearview Behavioral Health, where I was sent when I tried to turn in Waylon Lolatai. They ended up killing a man named Tibor Hatay and also holding people for a lot longer than they were legally allowed to get their Medicare and Medicaid money, like I had at the time. These are all people, when I would try to get help, these are the places that I was sent to. Clearview is now shut down. They reopened it and changed the name to Johnstown Behavioral Health, and now it's getting closed down because they're running it by the same people. They're not mental health professionals. It's a bunch of rejects from Walmart and 7-Eleven with maybe one nurse on the nursing floor. There were criminal charges brought against them, and there are people who are hopefully going to prison. There's also a lot of other victims of Waylon Lolatai that I'm in contact with.
And when did you become homeless? Or what led to all of
My parents were both coke addicts, so I grew up in the system, and then I turned 18 and was dropped off with nothing. At the time, it was about 5 years before they had the No Child Left Behind crap, where they didn't drop you off at 18 without an ID anymore, or a birth certificate or a social security card. So I was screwed from the start, plus I was homeless in Chappell, Nebraska. Meanwhile, I grew up in the system in places like Washington State, California, and Colorado, so not easy places. I grew up primarily with minorities.
And what's your diagnosed disability?
I've been diagnosed with Tourette syndrome and Asperger's, which is a type of autism. I've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. I have not been diagnosed with delusions, and I have not been diagnosed with schizophrenia. But also my mental health care professional, her name is Marcia Estrada. She's recorded on my YouTube channel talking about, first of all, how she knew about the situation with Scott Costa from others. Also talking about my diagnosis. I've also got the paper evidence of it in my car. I take that everywhere. The evidence is pretty important.
And what's your number? I guess I'd be interested in speaking with you further. I don't.
Hold on, do you have a
The
pen?
truth is, I don't really have a.
Wait a second. Do you have a pen? All right. My email address is probably more important, although because a lot of this is electronic evidence. One of the things is police are supposed to allow us to make a report in person. They tell us homeless people that we have to do it electronically. If they tell us we can do it in person, they usually arrest us. A lot of the stuff here in town with missing people, there's a few people that know a bit about some of the missing people from the area and some of the human trafficking from the area, which I probably shouldn't even mention because it makes me sound crazy. All right, this is my Chappell number, the 308 number. That's the smartphone that I have, and it's the only one I can really send a lot electronic stuff to. I was given one of the Obama phones a few days ago. I don't know how to run it yet. I'm still learning it. So I don't remember the number on it yet. My email address is doggedroman@gmail.com. I can send you the evidence that her dad was the predator, not me. It's from Natalie Bollinger herself. It's not some BS secondhand stuff from, anything. It's literally forwarded from Natalie herself. Also, as far as the reason that the system doesn't work, we all know why it doesn't work. I've got recordings with the professionals that show they're aware of it. Kind of why I'm coming to people is the reason people. Not very many people record a situation like that, so they don't catch those professionals saying that they can't do anything, or the system is broken, or things of that nature. There's also another one, doggedman@gmail.com and seejusticeprevail@gmail.com. Both those I was encouraged to make. All the stuff that Natalie and her friends were trying to claim I was a bad person for are things that my friends were encouraging me to do because they thought it might help, or police or law enforcement or these therapists were telling me to do. Such as going to the Front Range of Colorado. I was treated like I stalked Natalie to Colorado. No, I didn't. I went to Virginia at her request. Things didn't go well there.
Yeah.
And I left and went to Colorado. I was in Colorado first.
Yeah.
I didn't know that she'd moved back. I went to all the people that I was sent to by law enforcement, and I can give you their names and a lot of their numbers as well. But also the thing is, you don't really have to take the time to call up a bunch of people. You can tell me whose conversations you want to hear, and I can literally send you the conversations. They're recorded.
Well, I don't think I'm necessarily all that interested in writing about the Bollinger thing. It seems like a whole can of worms. It would be more of a long-form podcast sort of thing.
Well, that's
in the news business here, but like I said to you last week, I am interested in discussing the homeless services and getting a well-rounded point of view. So speaking with you more, but perhaps going to be a while because at the moment I am the newsroom and the editor here, the only full-time reporter. So we're looking for a second reporter, and hopefully as soon as we get them on, they can get them going on some other stuff. I'll be able to do more in-depth reporting on stuff like that because I know it's a huge issue, and people obviously both sides are having a lot of issues and not really communicating very well with each other, and the things are not being coordinated the way they should. So I do want to bring light to that. So I will keep your contact information in the notes that I have here.
I spoke on my channel about how you're doing double duty. So I definitely make sure I know what's going on when I walk into a situation.
Well, that's good to know. I try to as well.
All right. Let me make sure I take that.
I'm gonna head get some lunch, I think.
All right. Well, I do have your card now, so I can try to send you some stuff.
Perfect, yeah. And it's headline editor, or reporter still comes to me as well, but headline editor at countrymedia.com is my more official one.
How you doing, Will?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
How are you?
Still breathing.
Good.
I did want to say what you were telling me the last time I was here. I know that was heartfelt, and I hope I didn't come across as being self.
No, you did not.
You totally rock.
Not at all.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out and about. I guess he's busy doing everything, and you're busy doing everything too.
That's what we do here. We're all busy doing everything in our own way. So
Three
make it
people.
all work.
3 people doing 5 people worth of stuff.
Oh, we've got a fourth in the back.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
See, I don't even have that many personalities. I'm jealous. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. I shouldn't have made it.
It's alright. I
Y'all
have
be
that kind
safe.
of humor sometimes, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Alright, take care. Wait, that wasn't me. I let my friend drive. She backed up and broke the mirror.
You didn't really want to report about the Natalie Bollinger thing. Christy Ramsey. Hello, Christy Ramsey. How long ago did you type that? Does it say? Sometimes people type at me while I'm busy and I don't get back to them for 20 to 30 minutes. I don't realize they even typed anything. Anyway, the thing with reporting on the different places that I go to, it's not a matter of hatred towards these places or these people. It's a matter of desperation. And everybody knows the system's screwed and that, it's run by crooks.
people are having to pull double duty. That's one of the things for me about people promising me they're going to help me, and then I get there and I end up being the one helping them. That was gross. I didn't realize they put so much creamer in there that it went rotten in the sun. Anyway, the longer it takes to get heard, the less likely it is that anything's going to get done. And with the demeanor of the officers here, I suppose I should probably try writing this guy an editorial. He said he's not too interested in writing not interested in writing a story about Natalie. That's actually good. I need him to write a story about me. Does that sound self-absorbed? It's not just about Natalie. It's about the abuse that I've had to endure since, and many others. The threats against me and my friends and family. The abuse that I continue to endure everywhere I go. And it's because of that broken system. For me trying to stuff too much at him at once, that's a bad habit. It's also a sign of trauma. Now, I do have the recording. Let me see if the little flip phone is still running. It is 45 minutes and 53 seconds. And of course, there's the fact that I live in a fucking overwhelming shit pit. It's the way life goes, isn't it? Alright, preview. I guess I'm heading to an appointment. I don't know how well. Oh. See what options it gives. Either share or delete. I guess I'll share it. No, won't let me do that. Ah, messages. Okay. Oh, it says this message exceeds the 1.00 MB size limit of a single multimedia message. Okay. This phone's almost dead. Fuck, I don't get why it's not working. I'll have to figure it out later. Anyway, hello Christy Ramsey. Are you here to troll? Or are you wondering what's up? I spoke with a reporter, obviously with somebody else not being there with me. I was more nervous than I should have been. But for good reason. My safety here needs to be a concern, and it never has been. People not doing their jobs as mandated reporters, people don't take that seriously like they should. I got in this video because My phone's about to die again.